Greetings, YouTube. Last night my wife and I had an opportunity to see the film Haywire on DVD. It's an action-adventure with kind of an espionage twist that I had actually been very much looking forward to. I'd hoped to catch it in the theaters and I couldn't, and I was lucky enough to find a copy on DVD a couple weeks ago at a yard sale. Now, some of you may remember my review of The Limey by Steven Soderbergh, and he's the same director that directed Haywire, and I consider The Limey to be one of the best crime dramas ever filmed, and frankly one of the best commentary tracks that has ever been put on a film. I mean, go see The Limey, listen to that commentary track. It's well worth watching this film more than once. And I think one of the things I love about it the most is that it is very possibly the best depiction of real-world violence that I've ever seen on film. And he brings that expertise, he brings that that sensibility to Haywire. And some of you also might remember my review of Salt, the Angelina Jolie action-adventure film that came out last year. And I was very much disappointed by that film. I saw the potential there, and I think Angelina Jolie has the chops to have really played that role well. It just didn't come together. Well, Haywire is the film that Salt could have been and wasn't. Haywire was a rollicking good time from start to finish. It was just a whole lot of fun, and I really enjoyed myself. I apologize, my cat is not making this a lot of fun at the moment. The main character is played by Gina Carano, an actor I had never heard of. I had no idea who this person is whatsoever. Apparently she does mixed martial arts, Thai kickboxing, which is awesome because she plays those fight scenes incredibly well. And it's a far more realistic film than, say, like the Bourne films, which, you know, which is almost getting into like the Bond superhero thing. This is a lot more subtle, a lot more realistic. She is very tough, but she is not superhuman. I saw a blur when I was just looking up the information on the actors' names in this film, and they were describing the character that Carano plays, Mallory, in this film as a super soldier. And I'm like, I didn't see her as a super soldier. I saw her as a Marine and a special force operative in, you know, espionage type activities, but not a super soldier. I didn't buy that description. I think the person was using that phrase rather loosely. The film opens up in the middle. You have yourself thrust into the meat of the film. As the film progresses, it's going from the middle forward, and then you're being filled in with backstory in the guise of explaining what's happened to her to someone that has been pulled into this wacky adventure that she's in against their will. So there's a good narrative tool for why you are being filled in with the backstory. She's filling in someone else as a potential means of getting this information out into law enforcement to cover her own butt, potentially as an explanation of what happened to her, because she may not make through this, and she knows this. And there's some big guns in this that I wasn't aware of. Ewan McGregor, Michael Douglas, Antonio Banderas. I didn't know if there were people of this stature in this film, and they were really delightful. I truly enjoyed their presence in this film. Their roles were complex. Their roles were not cookie cutter. There was no walk-ons, as far as I'm concerned. People delivered the role that they were supposed to deliver. They didn't just come on set, read the lines, and, you know, and skip out for the day. And the last scene in the film, which I won't spoil, was beautifully delivered, and the actor did an excellent job in a way that I thought was perfectly characteristic of what they had done in the past, fit them perfectly, and has made me smile. And of course left the film open to a sequel, which I really hope. They're doing a sequel to Salt. This film deserves a sequel. It seriously does. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time. If you enjoy action, adventure, espionage type thrillers, if you like good martial arts, if you like action that looks based, somewhat plausible, this is a film that you're going to want to go check out. I wish I had seen it on the big screen. There are no extras on this DVD. I'm bummed out about that. But again, I paid $3 for it, so beggars can't be choosers. So I'm hoping that I can pick up a copy someday in the future that does have extras, because I would really love to hear about the whole backstory about how this film got made. I think that would be interesting in and of itself. So if you like espionage type films and you want something that's more realistic than the Bourne films, better than Salt by the director that pulled off one of the best crime dramas ever done, The Limey, definitely see Haywire.